I refused to join the family business at age 16, so my grandfather locked me up. My grandfather required every man in our family to join his construction company before their 17th birthday because he believed early work would build character and prevent the laziness that comes with modern education. Grandpa Frank had controlled our family for 3 generations with his twisted philosophy about manual labor. He lived on our property and monitored every aspect of our lives, especially the men. Dad had started working full-time at 16 just like Grandpa, and Grandpa Frank constantly reminded us that this tradition was what made our family successful and strong. He prevented all the boys from attending regular high school to stop us from being corrupted by ideas about college and believed that formal education was specifically designed to make men soft and useless. On my 16th birthday, Grandpa explained that childhood was officially over and I would now begin my real purpose as a man. He had already arranged for me to start as an apprentice and expected me to report to the job site immediately. He said, "Going to college is the poison that makes men think they're too good for honest work." He said that I had exactly 1 month to commit to the company, or he would force the situation through whatever means necessary. I was horrified and refused to participate in any part of his plan, which made Grandpa Frank absolutely furious. He locked me in the garage and began bringing foremen to the house for orientation meetings, where he would force me to sit with them while he discussed my potential like I was equipment. I would sit there silent and defiant while he explained to these men that I was ready for real work, and that whoever could break me in first would receive a bonus from the company. The foremen seemed uncomfortable, but they clearly needed to keep their jobs. Grandpa Frank monitored my every movement and started controlling my sleep schedule to prepare me for early morning shifts. He removed all books from my room except construction manuals and began forcing me to do manual labor around the property to toughen up my soft hands. When I still refused to cooperate with his work program, he threatened to have me physically dragged to job sites and make me work until I learned to appreciate it. I overheard him telling one of the foremen that if I wouldn't cooperate voluntarily, he would forge documents saying I dropped out of school and have me legally bound to work. When I confronted him, he said, "I don't care if you're still in school, you're a man now, and men exist to work." I couldn't let Grandpa Frank destroy my future, so I decided to use his own system against him. I started pretending to be interested in the apprenticeship, specifically with the youngest foreman named Marcus, who seemed the most sympathetic. During our next orientation meeting, I pulled Marcus aside and told him this was all against my will. I watched his face change as I explained that Grandpa was planning to make him complicit in forced labor. Marcus was troubled and agreed to help me escape by pretending to train me while actually helping me document everything. For 2 weeks, we pretended I was learning while he secretly recorded Grandpa's threats and helped me gather evidence. I felt hope for the first time, knowing I had found an ally who understood this was wrong. But Grandpa overheard Marcus and me talking and exploded. He locked Marcus in the equipment shed and called his employer, saying Marcus was going soft and needed to be reminded of his place. He then dragged me to the basement workshop where he chained me to a workbench. He screamed that I had infected a good worker with lazy millennial ideas and that he would make me work that night even if he had to force my hands himself. He had tools laid out and was prepared to injure me to prove that real men don't cry about a little pain. He said, "Your little friend is going to watch you become a man whether either of you likes it or not." But Marcus managed to break out of the shed and came running into the workshop. In the chaos of him trying to stop Grandpa, someone knocked over Grandpa's phone, which had been pocket dialed to 911. The dispatcher heard everything. Grandpa screaming, "I don't care if you're still a kid, you're a man now and men exist to work," followed by the sounds of Marcus and me fighting back. Police arrived within minutes to find him still trying to force tools into my hands while shouting, "This is what men are for!" The officers were horrified and immediately arrested him. I'm 20 now and no contact with most of my family. I'm in college studying engineering, but I still flinch whenever I hear power tools because it takes me right back to that basement.